What's going on, my fellow residents? It's me, TheFrozenCavern, and today we are going to end our journey through Bayonetta. In the last episode, we went through episode 15 and 16, and we had to face off against Father Balder, but in this episode, we're doing the epilogue, which should not be called an epilogue, but first, of course, as usual, going into here, getting some more moon pearls, and by the way, Bayonetta's still not here. I can't even jump when I'm there, and it's also weird that we can't even go here in the first place, but it's whatever. Well, let's go ahead and get this. Again, I have no idea how many of these are actually in here. Yeah, we didn't buy the last one, so there's still more. Oh, it doesn't even have the ending animation for when Bayonetta actually leaves. That's a nice little detail there. I like that. I like details like that in games. But anyways, now let us begin the final chapter of Bayonetta.
Thank God.
Yeah, she's not dead.
The left eye, our treasured left eye, will never fall into the hands of another. It is the pride of the Umbra Witches.
And now we get to play as John, riding on a motorcycle. Ow, okay, I'm getting hit. But now we get to ride as John, and they... Oh wait, no, I pressed the button here. I'm stupid. But anyways, now we get to ride as John. I'm getting hit a lot here. I hate these guys so much. But we get to ride as John on a motorcycle up a giant missile. If it wasn't already obvious that this game is over the top, I guess it's kind of obvious now. Ow, oh my, that did so much damage to me. I'm so happy I got the blue witch heart earlier, because my damage was abysmal. But yeah, there's not really too much we can actually do about the time aside from like going faster, which was difficult considering the amount of times I got hit, so it wouldn't have really made too much sense to do that anyways. But right now, okay, I tried to dodge this attack and I ended up running into his foot. Oh no, okay, that was close. Okay, just gotta jump between all these. And here we go. Yeah, these verses are they're really quick. Oh my goodness, I'm getting hit by everything. This is so bad. I can't even see some of them half the time though, which makes it really annoying trying to dodge them. Okay, now we need to go, go really fast. I cannot see them half the time, I swear. Okay, jump. And we still have a little bit to go, so we gotta jump between all these floating bodies here. I have no idea where these were. Well, that might explain it. It was just here. Oh right, there are angels here. Oh no, I need to move because those are gonna fall off whenever I go there. So yeah, I'm gonna run past all those enemies because it's not worth it.
Nah, Jean, you provided me with many blessings. The one and only authentic left eye. Merely seeing it must stir jealousy within you. Your body must yearn to feel a new universe form around it.
I have no intentions of gazing upon the left eye. I am here to reclaim my Umbran sister.
Alright, so now, of course, we have to continue going up here, but now we have all these meteors here, which are very easily telegraphed, so it's very easy to just move out of the way of them. Aside from that, there's not really much else here when it comes to running up this giant area. Just make sure you look out for the targets that are coming down, avoid them, and you'll be fine. Alright, so now we need to run up here. By the way, there is like an Alphium portal that you can get, but you have to go to like a certain point up here. But also it's like a trigger once you get to a certain point, and you have to run all the way back down. I have no idea where the trigger is for it to actually open up though, and I don't want to take the time to try and figure it out, so...
The time has come for Jubileus to return. At last, the Trinity of Realities will know their real ruler, and time will begin anew.
Theresa, wake up!
Are you insane? Light and dark. Unless both eyes remain, the universe will lose its balance and face another Armageddon.
Then this thing should have slept for eternity. Now you must wake up, Theresa. Theresa! Theresa! Damn you! Open your eyes!
Jean.
Theresa, you aren't the person I sealed away 500 years ago. You have the strength to overcome this and fight. Finish this.
Control Jubileus now. His power is too intense. Light, dark, human. All the strife, all the struggle. The Trinity of Realities wrapped up in a vortex of creation.
And here's what's essentially the god in this universe, Jubileus.
Rest, my friend. I'm off to get that black cat.
Alright, and unfortunately my health did not increase from when I was playing as Jean. Oh, that's nice. But anyways, we need to get over to these heads and just smack them while they're in the ground. And we can also deal with the Pez that are over here if I can actually aim. But if we can hit them, we can do this, and they'll hopefully fly off into something and actually damage something. You're more than likely only going to be able to get out maybe one or two, depending on how well you do in terms of dodging everything. But it's worth it sometimes to try and do this. Alright, get that while it's in the ground. I probably could have witch timed that, but I dodged poorly. by the way. I'm pretty sure, like, without a doubt, if you were to play this in portable, it would probably crash at some point. I wouldn't be too surprised if it did. I dodged that poorly again. Like, the timing for that one is a little bit more delayed than the other two punches. So it's a little bit harder to actually tell when to do it. Alright, get over here. There we go. Oh, this looks a little bit familiar. But anyways, now we need to avoid, the fire, whatever those are, as well as all the lava around us because we can't walk on that, or else we'll get hit. I was hoping I could make that, but unfortunately I did not. We need to get over to all these heads that are stuck in the ground, and then just smack them until they get out of the ground. Oh, I could have kept going forward. Okay, well, okay, well that's there. So that helps out a lot. To be honest, I don't think I ever actually knew that was there. I think I actually took like the proper paths the entire time. And there we go. So now we need to run over to all these platforms and then get over to Jubileus and then attack. And now we can just let loose for a little bit of time because of witch time. Again, for whatever odd reason. That actually did a lot of damage there. Okay, so this time it's a lot of ice, meaning that we can actually walk around everywhere, so, you know, there's that. However, that also means there's more... Okay, I guess I can't walk everywhere. Okay, what on earth was that? However, unfortunately, that also means that there's a bunch of new attacks, so we need to be very... Okay, that was not my fault, because I'm getting looped. What on earth is this? I'm actually getting looped, please. Okay, I'm gonna wait a little bit. Wait for it. No, I'm just getting looped. Game. What game? Let me go. Okay. My goodness, that was actually stupid. I've never seen myself get looped by that. That was so dumb. I got looped for almost eternity because of one accident. I don't know how, but I just always find the random issues with this, with any video game, honestly. It's really just any game. Any random glitch that you feel like there might be in the game, let me play test it. I'll find it. Alright, so we need to do the same thing again as we did with the lava phase and just jump up here, do some damage. And down goes Jubileus once more so that we can lay in the hurt. Alright, that also did a good amount of damage. It really sucks that I had to use that red hot shot though. I really hate the fact that I almost had to use another one. Oh wait, it was this. This is the thing I don't like. Okay, so we need to jump in between all these, but like jumping to them is a little bit difficult sometimes because you have to like wait a little bit for those to show up so that you can actually jump properly, and then that's also hoping that you can actually aim at them properly. Jump there, over there, there we go. I can wait a little bit. Oh no, or not. I was trying to do something else. Yeah, it gets a little bit weird trying to aim where you want to. Jump there and over there. There we go. Okay, this one's easy. That one was just in front of me. But a lot of Jubileus's locks of hair, I guess. I don't know what that is. It's now getting interfered with. I'm surprised I didn't get hit there. I'm not even gonna lie, but whatever. You know, I haven't even used any of the missiles on her yet, which would probably do a decent amount of damage, but I'm more focused on just trying to do any form of damage that I know will do something. And it doesn't take much to actually get rid of the hair locks anyway, so it's not like it matters too much what you do. Okay, so now it's time for more of the punching. Okay, I didn't dodge that. I'm not dodging any of them in time. Any of the last hits in time. They're stupidly hard for me to dodge for some reason. Okay, so now we need to dodge those galaxies, and oh goodness, they're spinning really fast and camera don't move up. Okay, they're gone. Oh, this is really weird considering the angle she's at. Okay, I finally got one. Thank you. There we go. But getting those witch times are very crucial because you don't exactly get that many. Okay, I need to get over to this before she does damage. There we go. That's a phone. I haven't had that in a while. Alright, so now the phone's off. Let's continue over with these. I'm surprised I still have to, like, hit this one. Maybe it doesn't have as much health, though, because of the fact that it's, like, gray now. Oh, no. There's 3 of them here. This is bad. Okay. Well, unfortunately, I got hit by one, and I'm turning into young Cereza, where I basically can't do anything but just run around and hope that she doesn't hit me. Which she didn't until the very end, where I have, like, a free hit, so that's good, I guess. Okay, didn't dodge that in time, but it doesn't matter. She didn't have that much health. Alright, let's see if I can get away with only using one red hot shot. Probably not, because there's still a lot left. And that guy actually almost hit me there. Okay, we need to dodge those. Make sure she doesn't hit me. And also Fly Me to the Moon is playing now, which is really nice. And now we just do as much as we can right now. I don't think it actually is going to fight back. Because it doesn't look like it. It's not. It's kind of funny with it just standing there. And now we climax. And here's Madame Butterfly, whose literal only appearance is in this game. Well, this is the only appearance in this game is what I meant to say. You see her plenty of times in the second one. Now, time for a galaxy-sized punch. And I didn't get the mega bonus. But there we go. We knocked out the soul of Jubileus, and now we're going to have Jubileus. Well, we're actually going to control Jubileus, which is weird, but we're going to control Jubileus so that it flies into the sun. Have I mentioned this game is over the top? But this is, for the most part, really easy to do. Just actually pay attention though, because sometimes the planets will just suddenly appear and get in the way. But for the most part, you'll be relatively fine. The perspective of all these asteroids are really weird, because a lot of them just showed up out of nowhere, and it looked like we were going faster. And there's Earth right there. Nice and beautiful. But we just have 2 more planets. There's Venus, and then Mercury. I think that's actually like the smallest one that we went past. It's weird. But now, into the sun you go. My damage. It's not even mostly my fault. I got looped for a long time for no reason, and it was not my fault. I was trying to dodge the entire time in that ice part. Now, if you know who I am, I usually do a review in these segments, but there's a reason why I'm not doing it yet. You'll see in a little bit, by the way. Yeah, that's why.
Unbelievable. We managed to stop this abomination, and it's still going to destroy the world. John!
Yeah, you're alive again. Seriously, the amount of times that John survives in this game makes me so upset about the second game. You'll understand why if you see the second game, but my goodness.
I'll send you home, even if it kills me.
Oh, trust me, it hasn't killed you yet, so don't worry, you're not gonna have anything happen to you for a good while.
Together. John, we're both one of a kind.
Now those are the eyes I've been waiting to see.
So now we need to work alongside John and get rid of all the parts of Jubileus, otherwise it's gonna fall to the earth and the planet will still get destroyed. It's weird, but still, we have to do it, otherwise everything's gonna die, and we don't want that. And it'll only exactly give you the most amount of time to try and do that. I don't see where John is. I kind of only see me. I'm wanting to assume that John's helping me out, but I don't see her anywhere. Alright, I'm hoping that I'm getting these out of the way in a good amount of time. Oh, we're done. Okay.
John! I'm okay! Let's go! Just stay close to me!
Well, this looks familiar, doesn't it?
Okay, this is getting ridiculous. How do you keep surviving all this? I bet you're trying to sneak up on me right now. Aren't you, Bayonetta?
No rest for the wicked. But at least she's at peace. Back in the box she came from. And I guess I'm gonna have to find a new racket to line my pockets. No bonus for old Enzo this time. As fucking usual.
You know how it works with witches, Enzo. They make a deal with the devil, and when they die, the devil gets his due. You get sent down into hell and wandering around scared shitless for eternity. Kinda comes with the territory.
Why are you telling me this?
Yeah,
Is this
not
now
really
why
any
we are
form of good
standing
ending
here,
for a witch.
praying for her soul to
Basically,
rest
the
in
good
peace?
ending is living forever, I guess.
I better not be out here catching a fucking cold if these prayers don't mean nothing.
It's nice to think your prayers are worth a damn, isn't it? You made a killing exploiting her. Hell, you never know. She might get lonely and come back to haunt your ass.
Haunt me? Hell can keep her then.
I said I'd never give up chasing you. I just never thought the chase would end like this. Rosemary. You said it was a demon repellent. Might help you on the road ahead.
Hey! Hey, wait a second! What the hell are they coming down here to get her for?
Of course they'd come for the prize they've been seeking all along.
Holy shit! You're...
This looks ridiculous on there. I swear, this is the last time I cosplay. fell asleep in that thing again.
Hey, what the? You gotta fucking be kidding me! You telling me she's... Unbelievable!
Morning! What was shoving me into this filthy old casket? And next time some air holes would be nice. Fewer words, I hear.
Save the chit-chat for later. We've got work to do.
Extra ingenue?
It has a bit of rosemary. In the language of flowers, rosemary equates to remembrance. Suits me now, doesn't it?
Let's dance, boys!
And now it's actually time for the review, and it kind of sucks because there is still a little bit of combat in these, but regardless, I do still have to get to the review because the credits are actually rolling now. So, Bayonetta, oh goodness. Bayonetta is a very, very, very fun game that I recommend that a lot of people play, and if you want, you can get it on Switch right now. It's a little bit harder to get on Switch because it's only download code, there's not an actual cartridge. It comes with Bayonetta 2. This phone. Oh, I actually have to take this. Okay, I actually can pause this because I went to the home menu instead. But anyways, you are able to get this game on Switch. Again, it's harder to get on Switch because it's a download code only. But you are able to get it if you can find it. And then on PC, it's also on PC, which is really good. It's basically the exact same as the Switch, so you'll have a good time there. Don't get the PS3 version. If you value your life, do not get the PS3 version, because, oh goodness, that one is literally the worst version out of all of them. But, anyways, trying to do a review while still having to do combat is a little bit annoying, but, by the way, yes, there are verses here. Yeah, unfortunately I didn't meet it. But, anyways, again, the combat's really good, really fluid, and there's a lot of depth to it, especially when it comes to the Alpheum portals. Now, going to the Alpheum portals, my goodness, they are very difficult sometimes. Some of them are really easy, a lot of other ones are really, really difficult. And I didn't even get to all of them because some of them are kind of stupid to try and get because you have to do a lot of backtracking just to get some of the Alpheum portals, and then that's also implying that you can actually beat said Alpheum portals. But again, they're not the worst thing in the world, but some of them could be better. Now, in terms of the ranking system, oh goodness, if you're actually trying to complete this game based off of ranking system, you're going to hate yourself even more because the best rank you can get is pure platinum, meaning that you can't get hit, and you have to do that for the entire chapter. So you can probably imagine how rough that is trying to do that for an entire chapter, especially since some chapters get really longer. Okay, I was close enough there. I'm doing really bad at these, but considering the whole, let me just go over Smash Brothers because I know some people are going to bring that up. When it comes to Smash Brothers, don't associate Smash Brothers with this game because I've seen some people just hate Bayonetta as a whole because of Smash Brothers. Don't do that. That's really stupid in my eyes because Bayonetta, in terms of a game and as a character, is really fun and really enjoyable. But just trying to associate how she is in Smash Brothers with Bayonetta in terms of just a character and a game in general that's really dumb in my eyes, because you're really just you're making yourself miss out on such a good experience. And let me also go over the controversy of just Bayonetta's whole, like, sexualization thing. That's the whole point. She's heavily sexualized for a reason, and it's not like her sexualization owns her. She owns it really well. And in fact, there should probably be a few more characters like this, because there aren't exactly that many that are represented this way. And don't get me wrong, it's gotten way better over the years, because back a good, like, say 20 years ago, it was not nearly as good as it is now. But at the same time, I can understand why people might be upset, but at the same time, I see why people shouldn't really be all that upset, because of the fact that she is such a strong female character. She's honestly one of the strongest female characters I have ever seen for a video game. And not only that, not only is she strong, she's independent. She's majorly independent, because she's not a damsel in distress, which is something that a lot of video games, especially like 20 years ago, portrayed. So for Bayonetta to incredibly break not only that trope, but also the whole sexualization trope, when, well, I don't know if that's really breaking the trope. I guess using it and having it work to its advantage, rather. It's a little weird trying to explain it in a way that makes sense, but I hope you understand. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but regardless, this is a game that breaks some molds. There are definitely some issues, like the quick time events. Some of them get way too fast, especially for a first playthrough, because if you don't know when some of them are going to show up, they will literally be gone by the time you register that there's something there, which is really stupid. I don't know why people thought that was a good decision, but as much praise as I'm giving this game, Bayonetta 2 does so many things better. Because in terms of story, it was basically around the very end where I kind of stopped paying attention all that much. It was in the last cutscene of chapter 16 where I stopped paying attention, because I'm like, okay, I don't know what's going on right now. But after the second time watching through it, I'm like, okay, I can actually understand what's going on. I see it now. But like in terms of gameplay, it also feels more fluid. The graphics look better, which makes sense. But the gameplay is just more fluid. The game's also shorter, which isn't necessarily bad, but yeah. And then Bayonetta 2 is also easier. I don't know if that's mainly because, well, Bayonetta 2 just feels easier for one. And then secondly, I don't know if it's because I played the first game before the second, because that could easily have something to do with that. But again, I highly recommend that people try and play this game at some point. Just try and look past all the Smash Brothers stuff. Like, honestly, don't associate it with this. It's so dumb to do that. And then we also have Wii U credits, because all the Nintendo stuff was from the Wii U version of this game. This, like, the costumes that are in this aren't in any other version of the game. So if you get the PC version, you're gonna miss out on this. But if you get the Switch version, you have these costumes, you have the portability aspect of it, and that's about it, honestly, because both versions play basically the same. There's not really much of a difference between the two. But again, don't associate Bayonetta with Smash Brothers. I'm tired of talking about it. My goodness, it's so annoying. And after Evo, after what happened with Evo, my goodness, it just got worse. And at some point after that, I'm just like, I am so done talking about this. I don't want to bring it up ever again. But let's just move past it. Let's just move past it. But anyways, music is really good. Because, oh goodness, like, Red and Black is really good. Or is it Black and Red? I think it's Red and Black, because that's Jean's battle theme. The music playing right now, God tier. Afterburner is like one of my favorite songs in the entire game. In fact, it's one of my favorite in the entire series. Fly Me to the Moon, the remix of that is really good. And then Bayonetta 2 also has some really good remixes as well. That's the one thing I'll give Bayonetta 1 over 2. The music is better in 1, I feel. But when I get to Bayonetta 2, I'll look at the music closely there and I'll see. But what rank did I get? Don't give me a stone, please. Okay, bronze. I'll take that. I didn't get a stone throughout the entire game. Surprisingly enough, I didn't. And I will happily take that. I will happily take that. I think there's still an angel attack though. Okay, no there isn't. So here we are with all the normals, and then we have the other difficulties as well. So we have all the different ranks for everything. And out of everything, we got a silver. So how many golds did we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 8 golds, 3 silvers, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 bronzes. Okay, so that's a little bit more justifiable for getting a silver. I can see that now. But there we go. And then this shows like all the points and times we got for all the things. But I'm pressing the wrong button. There we go. And then we have this little congratulations screen with a bunch of the angels and Bayonetta and John somewhere, I think. I don't know. This is a really long thing to look at, so I'm not going to bother too much. Oh, wait. Okay, I can actually move it around good. But we have Luca, we have John and Bayonetta down there. We have their demons playing Thumb Wars up there. Like, this is just a really nice thing to look at here. And I've gotten regular guns. Yes, regular guns. I would totally use those. And yes, I would, of course, love to save. By the way, we got so much. We got so many halos for defeating that. By the way, there's a ticket that you can get to fight Rodon, and he's the hardest boss in the game. I have never fought him, by the way. So I'm just gonna say that. He's the hardest boss in the game, and it costs so much money to try and fight him, but I'm not gonna bother. And by the way, after you beat the game, you get this little music video because, basically. And honestly, I really do like stuff like this, because it's just, the developers don't have to do stuff like this, but they do it just because they feel like it. Because, like, there's been times with, like, Toy Story, if you remember, there were, like, quote-unquote, deleted scenes, I guess, or, like, bloopers, that's the better word. There were bloopers for, Toy Story. I think it was 2 specifically that had them, but it's stuff like that that I really like, because they don't even have to do it, but they do it because it's fun, and it's enjoyable. Like, they don't really get too much of a actual benefit from doing it. It's just there just to be there, and it's nice to see that kind of stuff. And by the way, this like 6 minutes. So me having to try and talk over all of this is going to be a little bit annoying. But at the same time, I do want you guys to actually see it, because it's there. Like, it's there, you guys should be able to see it. And by the way, she does start wearing less and less as the video progresses, so YouTube, do not kill me. And also, this song's really good. I don't remember if Bayonetta 2 has anything like this. I don't think it does. From what I remember, it doesn't. But Bayonetta 1, of course, obviously does, and fan service, but we get a nice little view of all the areas we've been to, and some reuse of the cast just being in the background. They don't really serve too much of a purpose other than just standing there, aside from like one character at the very end. But I'm trying to figure out when I'm gonna play Bayonetta 2. I still need to. We need to find more information about Bayonetta 3, because all we have is one trailer, and we don't even have... Do we even have a window for it? I don't even think we do. I don't remember. But, by the way, Cereza's in the background. This is not the place for Cereza to be. Or young Cereza, rather, now that we actually have the thing that they're both connected. But anyways, I don't know when to play Bayonetta 2. I gotta find a time for that. It's going to be next year, more than likely, but at the same time, just trying to find out when to play it is still weird, because basically the rest of my year right now is packed with other games. Like, and by the way, John's actually dancing with us and doing basically the same exact thing. But I have Jak and Daxter: The Lost Frontier, which is going to be right after this game. Then I'm going to be doing Shadow the Hedgehog after that. After that, I do still have some plans, like Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm going to be doing that in what's basically February, because it's basically only the last, like, 2 days before January ends. Ed and Eddie I'm doing in January. I'm going to be doing other games, of course, because that game's pretty short. and then I need to find out stuff for November and December. Like, I do have games, but they could easily change at any point in time, so that's why I'm so happy to consider. Like, I have to put a lot of thought into finding out what games I'm going to Let's Play when. But there we go. Also, YouTube, again, don't kill me, please. And that was Bayonetta. I actually do need to press the button here because if I don't, then I'll go to the whole opening sequence, which we've already seen in the first episode. So, it's been a ride, but we got through Bayonetta, and up next is Jak and Daxter: The Lost Frontier, the last Jak and Daxter game that I have to play. And oh goodness, everyone hates that game, so it's gonna be a fun time having to play through that. But, oh goodness, I'll get through it. I have to get through the entire Jak and Daxter experience. I've gotten through all the other games so far. It's just the last one, and then Jak and Daxter will be over. But anyways, until the next Let's Play, till the next video, till next whatever it is that you see of me, take care.
I want you for a